so let's get on to this new series that we're starting. It is the restyling series. I'm really excited. I haven't really felt inspired. If you're a subscriber, you probably have noticed that I took a bit of a break. Oh my god, it's been such a roller coaster with the mental health and post-COVID and entering into the real world again. I don't know, I didn't think I'd have so many issues with anxiety and stuff, but damn, you know, we have been re-traumatized, my friends. So thank you so much for your patience. But yeah, we have a new series for today, a new little background. Hopefully this is not too much going on. You let me know in the comments. But we are gonna be restyling Camila Cabello. So I've only done one other video, which was Addison Rae. I restyled her Vogue 7 Days 7 Outfits video, and one of the top comments was actually to like make this into a series. So I asked on Instagram, who should I restyle? I wasn't really quite sure where to go. I got a lot for Margot Robbie and a lot for Camila Cabello. So I'm like, let me fine tune my Maggie. Oh my god, what's her name? Oh my god, I just forgot her name. What the fuck? I just said it. Margot Robbie. Let me fine tune that PowerPoint, so that one will be coming. But for now, let's do Camila Cabello. And honestly, I totally understand why you guys wanted me to restyle Camila Cabello. I didn't really have a good idea of what her style was, which is, I guess, a problem. Considering she is a pop star. And you know how I feel about pop stars having a well-defined image to create iconic looks, and just, you know, they have to be a visual feast of their music. Honestly, like, that's how I feel. It's just my opinion. If you don't agree and you want them to dress bland and whatnot, you know, this probably isn't the channel for you, honestly. But thanks for being here anyways. I appreciate the love or the hate, you know. I'm just gonna pull up my PowerPoint that I have for Camila Cabello. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I have my coffee ready. I danced it out before I starting. Like, I feel like I'm feeling like myself again. And I wanted to also start off because obviously when I was like doing my little research to do this video, I actually came across this caption in a outfit that I had actually grabbed where I was like, this is giving very much girl version of Steve from Blue's Clues. And then I read the caption and I was like, shit, I don't want to like shit on her on her personal style. But I think what she wrote was great, and I think we could all kind of learn from Miss Cabello. Okay, so let me read it to you. Besides when I was working or performing, I didn't really care about clothes. You don't say. I didn't really care about clothes or how I dressed or looked. I'd wear any shirt and sweats just for functionality. Then a few weeks ago, I went to Brooklyn and discovered vintage shops and vintage clothing, and suddenly I found clothing and fashion and makeup and nails to be so fun and a form of self-expression and creativity. Yes! We love. I love when people realize that, because I feel like it becomes fun for you, you know? I'm really excited to see what looks she's gonna pull post this quarantine life. I feel like the streets are calling us all. So I'm really excited to see what people are going to be wearing. Also, I really wanted, I know I'm like really dragging this out, and I'm going to show you the mood board that I have for Miss Camila Cabello very shortly, but I just feel like these can be little lessons for us all. Vintage clothing and vintage shops in general, I feel like is where I really see what I gravitate towards, because there's nothing like somebody shoving down certain trends like it is in, say, a Zara, where everything is like very trend based. In a vintage store, you can really flock to what's calling you. Let's go into the bad of the bad. So now that we know that, we obviously know that she didn't really care, so I don't feel as bad to go in on the critiques. I also wanted to include her personal style. Like, this is what she's obviously picking out of her closet, because it kind of gave me a little hint of like what her vibe is. So obviously comfort, she already said, like functionality. And I feel like she does kind of have this like don't give a fuck attitude, for lack of a better term. These are definitely choices that she has made. The unmatching flip-flops. And listen, I am here for like an uncoordinating moment. We love a little mismatch mommy, but at least tie your drawstring, babe. Like, can we? The little like Forever 21 type tube top. I don't know when, I'm pretty sure this was last year when she, you know, one of those strolls that she was having with Shawn Mendes. I'm just not a fan of any of these components at all. And even this little like crochet knit, I'm not mad at it, honestly. It just looks a little like sloppy. So The worst of the worst, I'm so sorry babe, but this look, you look like a tia. She literally looks like a tia at a quinceañera, maybe like the mother of the quinceañera, and I'm just not, this is not the look, not at all. It was like a L'Oreal woman of work, I don't even know. It doesn't matter what the event was, it was not okay for any event unless you were actually a madrina of a quinceañera in 2005. And then this other one, oh, that was in 2020, the Global Awards. Damn, I thought this was like Fifth Harmony days, girl. Yeah, the little rose appliques are a no for me. It just feels a little bit like trying too hard and you're like still not nailing anything. So let's move on to the good, okay? Like, okay, the decent, the silhouettes that really work for her, and I want to kind of bring to life like what works and what doesn't work. And honestly, I feel like me and Camila have like very similar body types, so this was kind of like easier for me. So I definitely wanted to kind of like discuss it, because I did see like on the Addison Rae one, people were like, oh, it's because she's curvy. Weight and height have nothing to do with like how stylish you are. Sure, things are gonna fit differently and things look differently because socially a tall lanky body is what has been known for us to be in fashion, but you can still pull looks and be any shape. So I have these 3 dresses here that I feel like are cut so perfectly for her height. Where it hits at her thigh is like the perfect length. So amazing job stylist for pulling these dresses. Like, I'm sure they got it hemmed. She seems really petite and these really work lengthwise for her, right? Like how tall is, let me just Google it really quick because I'm sure that is like information known to the internet. How tall is Camila Cabello? Yeah, she's 5'2", she's tiny. But it doesn't mean that just because you're short, it doesn't mean you can't go long either. So these are really 2 really amazing examples of how a long gown works on a petite frame. So I think they did an amazing job. I just feel like in all of these looks, she just looks like a pretty girl, and it doesn't really speak to, it just doesn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, you just get lost in the crowd. There's no look. It's not a look. Forgettable. Like, it's forgettable for sure. You know, also I really wanted to point out, because I do have a slide that's just like hair and makeup for her. I just feel like her hair sometimes it just like drags her down and it doesn't allow the look to really come through. Like, had she paired it with some fun makeup, being a little bit more adventurous in the hair and makeup department, like pull something back. Like, I think that's why the pink gown is kind of like my favorite from all of these. Is sometimes it's like too many things are competing and it doesn't let one shine over the other. Especially with this pink chiffon, sequin, train, side swept, big hair, puffs, like it's a lot, as you can see. And then even this one that's like really cha-cha, which, you know, I love a ruffle moment, you know, I love my puff sleeves, I'm obsessed. But I just wish she would have done something differently with the hair and makeup to make it a little bit more like modern and just feel more expensive, I guess. It's a lot of these are kind of reading a little bit cheap. And then here's some other ones where I feel like, you know, a little bit more of a risk was taken, so I appreciate that. One of my favorite dresses is this like fringe moment. So this is from, dang, it's almost like her earlier years were better. 2018, I didn't even realize, I'm just looking at the signs on the background. Usually it's like you start off like really struggle city because nobody wants to dress you, nobody knows who you are, nobody cares, it's hard to get wardrobe. I get the strugs. She's like kind of going backtracking a little bit, girl. What's going on? So pay attention to this deep V-neck. I love this. Is such a flattering fit on so many people, honestly, but also amazing for petite, small chest. It just elongates you like crazy. It's like so flattering. You know, you get to show off your clavicle, all of, you know, all of this. I think it's just so sexy. This tulle dress I thought was really beautiful actually, and I love this color on her, and I like this little Peter Pan collar. I think it's really sweet, and I love all of these like lace and tulle and fringe for her. So this is kind of like my biggest inspo that I took to elevating kind of these looks. So like very feminine, but really interesting materials in these kind of tones. This is my mood board, how I would restyle. Again, this is just my opinion. Of course, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Pretend you are on Fashion Police, girl, and give your review. This is the mood board. I wanted to keep it like very like dark romance, like taking a lot of inspiration from like Galliano, McQueen. I think it's just so beautiful. I want to say that this dress is Balmain, if I'm not mistaken. It is so gorge. Like this dress on her would look really sick. Just want to kind of like edge her up and at the same time like polish her a bit and really solidify this kind of like romantic edge that I feel like her music is. Like, I mean, she's like very pop and ballady, so I want to keep that kind of like femininity, like that kind of romance, and even a little bit of the Latin heritage that she does really tend to embrace with like the lace, right? I feel like Shakira is a little touch of these things as well, like definitely more on the hippier side of things. She definitely dips her toes in this kind of like darker romance. I feel like Shakira is also somebody that doesn't really care necessarily about like what's trendy, like fashion in that way, like the trends. It's more about expressing herself, so I feel like there's some parallels there for Camila as well. And I love, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this. You guys know I love Bianca Jagger around here, right? So like this little tunic, like this 70s type tunic, I think would look so cute for her. It's like a much more elevated version that she can actually kind of rock to a red carpet even, of her blue crochet knit where she was walk with her mans. Like if she likes that style, basically is what I'm saying, she would love the comfort and functionality and like the look of this. And again, it would look really good on her small chest. And you know, around here we love to do the full look. We love hair, makeup, everything needs to make sense. In my head, like it needs to all go together. I am like the biggest offender. I will have like a cute outfit and then like kill it with my fucking hair. You know what I mean? And because I just wanted to leave it down. I feel like Camila does that too. Like she just wants to leave her like beautiful mermaid hair down, and sometimes it's just like not the moment for it to shine. You know, like tie that shit back. And I think she would look absolutely stunning in like these 60s inspired eye makeups. Like she needs to really own that, either in an editorial and just having fun on Instagram. Like girl, just give it to us. Like you are gonna look so bomb in this. And then like I love her bangs. If she keeps them, I would like to see her hair kind of like styled in this way. Like this girl, I'm sure you have seen her on Pinterest. She is like the angel of Pinterest to me. Like I see her all the time on my Pinterest and I'm just like, how is this a human? Like, are you an avatar? And her hair is absolute goals. So I feel like Camila, she has those luscious locks as well. It would be really cool to see her styled in that way. I love these kind of graphic eyeliners that she can play with. I love the cat eye that she always does. I feel like it's kind of her signature, and I think she should keep doing that. I love it. Just, you know, have a little bit more fun. This other babe up here with this amazing mullet haircut. We love this eye makeup. I'm obsessed with this eye makeup. I want to try it. It's all like, you know, I'm gonna try it tonight. I'll let you guys know how it goes. It is so stunning. It's like very 90s, but it has that 60s influence still. So we love that. And yeah, since we are kind of going a little bit more edgy, but still keeping it feminine, for her new style, God, these are like literally like dreams and wishes. If people could just like listen to me and I don't have to do any of the work, like it's just like I don't need to do any of the schlepping. Like this is dreams and wishes, you guys. So thanks for being here and watching this video. Okay, anyways, this little reference of Zendaya would be so great for her, like a wet look with all of these wardrobe options that I'm about to share with you. Oof, so good. And then really quickly, the hair. So I have a picture here, you can see this mood board of Camila and then also this other model. Edge it up, you know, maybe she needs to chop it up a little bit more, maybe a little bit more volume spray. I don't know what the hair department needs to do, but they need to give her this look. Like she's almost there, like she's literally almost there. Like she has definitely the cut, so I just would like to see it a little, you know, a little bit more. She reminds me actually a lot of Penelope Cruz, so I pulled both of these little references. First of all, I'm obsessed with this like straight black long ass Cher type hair on Penelope Cruz. I would like to see Camila do something similar to this, whether it be in an editorial or even one of the red carpet looks. And I think she would look absolutely stunning in a bob. Like her face shape, she has like that little like heart type. Like I'm saying, it's very similar to Penelope Cruz. And look how good Penelope Cruz looks in that bob. Stunning. Stunning. You know, even if it's a wig, you know what I mean? The wig game out right now is just too bomb to not try. So you guys get the overall vibe, right? I'm just gonna kind of break down some designers that I think would work really well for her. Peter Dundas is a designer that he used to do like Cavalli. I think Cavalli would be amazing for Camila in this like new look, this new era Camila that I'm trying to manifest for her. He has his own line, and it's just under Dundas World or something like that. And although I'm not like the craziest fan of the line, I think these would really work for her. I love the silhouette. Maybe for like a little late night, you know, a little Jimmy Fallon live performance vibe. Just kind of, it's giving me that. It's giving me that energy. Okay, speaking of Jimmy Fallon, I did actually put, I forgot. I haven't looked at this in like a month, to be honest. Here are some from Saint Laurent, and I don't know. I mean, I love Saint Laurent. It's like one of my favorite designers, but right now, I don't know. I don't really know about any of the designers that I've loved and held on a pedestal for so many years. It's all like crashing and burning so fast for me, but these are a few looks that I thought could maybe work for her. I think maybe the shorts are a little too short now that I see them again. So maybe she wouldn't like that, but I do like this top, and just pairing it with these trousers, like damn. And this Paco Rabanne, oh my god. I wish I had somewhere to wear that, because I would wear that. I think it is so beautiful. I think it has like that little kind of Latin influence, if you will. Like I love the little flare, it's very feminine. I love the rouging, so flattering. When dresses have that rouging on the hips and you're curvy, or if you're not curvy, it'll give you the illusion of curves, and it just looks so beautiful. Really flattering fit. I love the gloves. I love obviously in the embellishment. It is just 10s all around for me. The shoes, however, I would choose definitely something more bitchy. So next is this Laquan Smith, which is absolutely insane. It's a mini dress, so we already talked about those silhouettes that really hit at her, you know, that like little sweet spot on her thigh. So I feel like this would be really great, given that this model is probably like almost 6 feet tall, so I'm sure it would go just a little longer on her. I absolutely love this. This is like the perfect meeting of that like feminine and like sexy, edgy, a little like badass rocker-ish. And I love the sleeves. I think she should continue with that. I think she looks really good in a puff shoulder. And the color is so fun. Like I love this. Overall, I just think it's such a good fit. She can do her curly hair with like the Zendaya reference that we talked about, the, you know, 90s type eye that we talked about. Oh, pitch, please do this for us so we could be living. I really do feel like Emilia Pucci would be incredible for her. Cavalli, like go into those archives of Cavalli. Like there's some really like amazing gems, especially for performance, for red carpet, appearances, whatever may hold for Miss Camila Cabello. For a more toned down, you know, I gotta give a little like 360, no, what is it, 360? We gotta give like the full scope of things, like so red carpet, super glam moment, a little late night kind of semi-casuals, and then also we gotta give like some casual fits, so like street style. She wants to call the paparazzi walking with her mans again. Maybe she can show up in some Supriya Lele, some Kim Shui. Free and fluid, a little bit hippie, but still glam, flirty, feminine, all of the above. I feel like that is Camila Cabello, or what she could be, what she's missing out on. This is like kind of similar to like a Bianca Jagger, am I not wrong? This cut that comes up to here is like a way for you to look really long. And then of course some editorial styles. So I would love to see her in these types of editorials, like this Rodarte collection that just came out. I mean, they had Alicia Silverstone because it was like very clueless. It almost looked a little bit Chanel-y, to be honest, but Honestly, I love this. I think greens would look really good on her. Like, I think it's great if she, you know, kind of sticks to the blacks, the whites, the blush colors. That looks so beautiful on her. The yellows, like that, you know, Cavalli yellow is so gorge. This green, red, of course, is gonna look stunning on her too. See, like, this hair, like, let's exaggerate, let's have fun. Like, I'm just ready to see some moments in fashion again, you know. I love this crochet whole onesie down to the finger gloves. Oh my god, I like lost my mind when I saw this. Like, she would look insane in something similar to this. Very like late 60s, early 70s vibe. Like, she would, you guys. This Jean Paul Gaultier, oh my god. Her in this for an editorial. For like a music video, I would lose my mind. I think it's so gorgeous. Like, very sexy and fluid and ghostly and like what my dreams are made of. And also this Palomo Spain situation, this polka dot, it's very Havana Unana but elevated 2.0. Like, let's step it up, my friend. Oh, bitch. I just clicked the slide and I have more examples. Oh wow, I really went in on styling Miss Camila Cabello. Where is my paycheck? So this is Charlotte Knowles. They just kind of rebranded to Knowles, which I'm so here for the spelling and everything. I think it's cool. But you see how this one, I put both of these examples, and between these two, she would look better in this one because it's see-through and it just allows her legs to really shine through. Another little street style look, and of course I think anybody looks good in a freaking suit, and I think this color would look so good on her. So I think that's everything. Oh my god, I really went in. This video is gonna be way longer than I intended. I'm so sorry. I hope you're here for it. This first one I think would look absolutely stunning for, like, maybe if she's singing a ballad, even red carpet, honestly. Like, if she was comfortable to do something like this, I feel like it could be cool for a red carpet. I'm like trying to visualize it on her. But I love this. I love this so much. I love the puff sleeves and how it gives that V, like the legs. I love this jacket as well, like just bouncing around promoting her music in New York in the fall. I'm really like, I go into deep storylines with styling, and this dress is kind of reminding me a little bit of her yellow dress that she wore. The rouging is so flattering. I love the little corset detail up here. It's just so beautiful. I love this for, again, like a smaller red carpet. Sure, maybe it won't be the most fun, but if she did that little bob, she would be a showstopper. And some fun makeup. Like, you can really make simple dresses, like, because it's simple, but still a little more interesting with this little detail, you know. And I love this last look. This last look would be epic for an editorial, an album cover, you know. I think it would photograph really, really sick, and she could look so statuesque and just so stunning. You know, I like looks when you're like, you know, when you do that, like that's like magic happening, like where everything is just working. So I'd like to see some more magic from Camila Cabello. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am dying to hear from you. I've missed you so much. Thank you so much for being understanding. I know my upload schedule has been so whack, like literally over the past year, but you know, we're working on it. And I'm really, really excited about this restyling series. Again, it's in no way, shape, or form to shit on anybody. I'm not like negative like that at all. I love to really celebrate people's style, but you can totally see when somebody's struggling, and I just want to have fun on my channel and just offer my 2 cents. So that's as deep as it is. It's not that deep. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you. And next time you go into your wardrobe and you end up choosing something safe, something trendy that everybody else is wearing, I hope you hear me in your head being like, let's buy